Hi guys, how are you? My name's Alyson Saez. Today I'm going to show you a lesson that I created to teach children more about emotions using the Disney movie Inside Out. The objective of this lesson is to teach students how to identify appropriate feelings and behaviors when in the classroom. The focus question of this lesson is, are there right and wrong ways to deal with different emotions? The focus of this lesson is to teach children that there are healthy ways to deal with our different emotions. Many students with special needs and students in general struggle in expressing or dealing with their different emotions. This is a fun and engaging activity that allows children to work together in learning healthy ways to deal with their different emotions. For this lesson, the materials are very simple. All you will need is construction paper of different colors, markers, and poster board. I'll begin the lesson by having a small classroom discussion asking the children if they've ever seen the movie Inside Out. We'll talk about the characters, what the movie's about, and things like that. We'll then get more into the characters and explaining how the characters portray different emotions that we feel inside our own bodies. So, for the children who haven't seen the movie, and just to get a better understanding of these characters, I'm going to show 5 30-second clips of the characters from the movie. So this is an example clip of anger.
Ever wonder why you feel the way you do? Well, get to know your emotions. When things go wrong, anger is there. This is anger. He will make sure the world knows anger is in control. But what you really need to watch out for is when he's out of control. Get to know all your emotions with Disney Pixar's Inside Out.
So I'll continue to show the students the rest of the clips that show each of the characters. I will then explain to the students that we're going to learn more about these emotions that are seen in the movie Inside Out. We're going to learn about times that we have felt these emotions and how to maybe deal with these emotions in a healthy way. I will begin by distributing 5 sheets of construction paper to each child. Now the 5 sheets of construction paper are different colors. Each of the colors coincide with the characters from Inside Out. I will distribute the papers and have the children write the name of each character on the appropriate color piece of paper. So for example, purple is fear, green is disgust, red is anger, blue is sadness, and yellow is joy. Once the students complete labeling each piece of paper, I'm going to tell them that I'm going to set the timer for about 3 minutes. I'm going to allow them to quickly jot down on the front of their paper times that they've felt these emotions. I'm going to show them an example of times that I felt these emotions. So, for fear, when my parents moved me to a different school. Disgust, when my mom used to make me try peas. Anger, when I don't understand something. Sadness, when I get made fun of. And joy, when I'm playing with my friends. I'll then set the timer and allow the students to independently write down the time that they felt these emotions. Once the timer goes off, we'll regroup. I will then have the children turn over their piece of paper. I will explain that now I would like them to write about times about how they dealt with the specific emotion. So, I will once again show them an example of what I did. So for fear, a way that I dealt with fear is to self-talk, by saying to myself that I can do this and that there's nothing to be afraid of. A way I dealt with disgust, when my mom used to make me try peas, is to simply just try it first. A time when I felt angry, I would help myself by stopping, breathing, and thinking. When I feel sadness, I go to a friend and explain to them why I'm feeling sad. And times when I'm feeling joy, I deal with it by always smiling and remembering not to get too silly. I will then set the timer and allow the children to complete their own experience on how they maybe dealt with these emotions on the back of their paper. Once the timer goes off, we'll regroup again. I will now pair the students up with a partner and allow them to quickly discuss what they have written down on their papers and just share them with each other. For 3 minutes, the timer will be set. Once the timer goes off, we'll regroup and have a class discussion now. During the class discussion, we're going to come up with different scenarios about how the students and maybe myself as the teacher feel with these emotions maybe throughout the year. Times that we may feel anger, times that we may feel sadness. Then we're going to talk about healthy ways that we can deal with these emotions. As a class, we will then create different poster boards on how to properly deal with these emotions. These poster boards will be hung up in the classroom for children to refer to throughout the school year. So I quickly made an example of a poster board that may be created for anger. So it says, how to deal with anger. Stop, breathe for about 5 seconds, think, and then tell an adult. Many of these will be created, and once again, they will be hung up in the classroom for children to refer to if needed. In order to close this lesson, I'm going to have the students write down healthy ways that they've learned to deal with different emotions in their journal. For children who may struggle with writing, we can differentiate this lesson by simply allowing them to draw pictures to represent how they may deal with these emotions in a healthy way. So this is really a great lesson just to teach children about the emotions using a movie that they all love. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.